Reaching out, but I'm feeling nothing. Realizing that my heart's turning cold again. So focused on chasing one thing. That I didn't see the pain I was lost. Sometimes I wonder if I'm blind or just ignoring all the signs. What was meant to keep me warm is now burning me alive. I'm gonna make it out and I'm trying. I feel scared, this feeling trying to tear me apart. And all the pain and doubt that I'm fighting, it was doomed from the start. 'Cause I may be down to my knees, but I still believe till it's said and done. If I still have breath, I'm gonna make it till the end. I know this road now leads to nothing. To make it out, I need to turn my face to the wind. There's no avoiding the pain that's coming. So bring it on if there's a chance I can live again. Sit back, but I'm feeling my pace now. Running through the walls, trying to find a way out. Took a while I went to take a shot, but I won't stop till I hit a drop on my face down. Look ahead, I see there's light now. Looking in my time is right now. Reaching out, but I'm feeling nothing. Realizing that my heart's turning cold again. So focused on chasing one thing. That I didn't see the pain I was lost. Sometimes I wonder if I'm blind or just ignoring all the signs. What was meant to keep me warm is now burning me alive. I'm gonna make it out and I'm trying. I feel scared, this feeling trying to tear me apart. And all the pain and doubt that I'm fighting, it was doomed from the start. 'Cause I may be down to my knees, but I still believe till it's said and done. If I still have breath, I'm gonna make it till the end. I know this road now leads to nothing. To make it out, I need to turn my face to the wind. There's no avoiding the pain that's coming. So bring it on if there's a chance I can live again. Sit back, but I'm feeling my pace now. Running through the walls, trying to find a way out. Took a while I went to take a shot, but I won't stop till I hit a drop on my face down. Look ahead, I see there's light now. Looking in my time is right now.
Good morning, Crash Nation. Welcome back to day 2 of the USWRA Wheelchair Rugby National Championship Tournament, campus of the Lakeshore Foundation in Birmingham, Alabama. This morning's matchup for Carolina will be the Gaylord Warriors from New York taking on our Carolina Crash. Yesterday's action saw Carolina fall to Denver Barbarians by 3 and Philly Eagles by, I think it was 13. So hoping for a couple of victories today. Let's go over the starting lineups for both teams. Starting with Gaylord Warriors, have number 8, Brian Admonson. Number 3, Armand Brunel. Number 4, Mark Wilborn. And number 12, Reed Mulligan. Starting for Carolina, Number 14, Hank Allen. Number 10, James Jenkins. Number 15, James Whitty. And number 21, Chris Plax. Coach Mike Duda. All right, we're a couple of minutes, about 2.5 minutes away from game time. Get you all set up, and we'll be back just before tip off. All right, team has made their final preparations and break the huddle. Once again, we have our lovely associate, Mama Tater, working the scoreboard. Appreciate her being with us this weekend. As usual, we're not tied into the official scoreboard. It's through a mobile app, but we'll keep it as close as we can and make adjustments as necessary. Center court for the jump is number 2, Reed Mulligan, and number 15, James Whitty for Carolina. Ready to get this one on his way. Ball's up and tip by Mulligan into the hands of Brunel. Takes it around the corner. Jenkins and Platt getting stopped before the end line. Mulligan tries the other corner. Put the pass down to Wilborn. Gaylord on the board first. Flax. Center court. Looking long for Jenkins. Keeps it up easily. Takes it in for Carolina. Both teams have broken the ice. Nelly. Fighting it out with Whitty. Pass goes down to Mulligan. Flax. Pass goes off the chair of Jenkins. Jenkins able to turn the corner. Tries to slip and pass up court. Whitty in position. Hank Allen leading the way to the corner. Whitty lobs a pass tipped by Mulligan. Mulligan comes away with it down center court. Gaylord jumps out to a 3-1 lead. Pocket pass over to Whitty. Squeezes between Edmondson and Flax. Loses the handle. Ball goes off the chair out of bounds. Wilborn in the corner, far side. Over to Brunelli. Brunelli straight down the center of the court. Crosses the line to put Gaylord up 3. Another pass into Whitty, guarded by Wilborn. Lobs a pass up ahead for Jenkins. Nelly trying to work his way through the defenders. Slides a pass up to Wilborn up ahead. Whitty couldn't quite get the stop. Whitty boxed in and able to break free to the left side. Mulligan. And Brunelli connect on a score. Pass comes into Plax. Lobs a pass up ahead looking for Jenkins. Mulligan picks it up. And Wilborn takes it across to put Gaylord up 4. Jenkins mishandles that pass. It'll be Gaylord ball. Sub coming into the game, number 22, Roberts. In for Whitty. Mulligan comes to the corner. Battling out with Roberts. Edmondson sets a screen, frees up Mulligan. Going to the corner. Throws the ball in the lap of Brunelli. Pass into Jenkins. Bounce pass to Pax. Flax gets it across the timeline. Down court to Jenkins. Loses the handle. Inbounds to Brunelli. Fighting through hand traffic. Roberts and Flax trying to get him. Jenkins intercepts the pass. Hands it back off to Flax. Flax slips through defenders. Brings it back up top. Hank Allen sets a screen. Flax got a 2-on-1 at the end line. Ball into Mulligan. Mulligan takes a big hit from Flax. Ball thrown, intercepted by Roberts. Roberts going to draw a foul on Brunell. Yeah. Armand Brunell to the penalty box. Carolina with a man advantage. Quickly into Flax, being pushed from behind by Mulligan. Mulligan gets in a trail position. Flax up ahead. Wilborn trying to work on Flax. Flax to Roberts. That pass too long for Mulligan. Jenkins in position to pick it up. Flax to the corner. High pass for Roberts. Mulligan tries to keep him out. Roberts muscles his way across the line. Carolina pulls within 2. Gaylord timeout with 2:37 to go in the first. Carolina trying to mount a comeback here late in the first quarter. All right, back to the action. Wilborn calling for the inbound for Warriors. Pass comes into Mulligan, deep in the key. Brought by Flax. Flax. Mulligan able to get it over to Brunell. Hank Gallen meets him near the free throw line. Crash defenses converge on Brunelli. Mulligan following it. Admonson screen. Pushes it over the line. Flax looking long, lobs one high. Out in front, Roberts races underneath of it. Brunelli down the far side. Roberts stops him just across half court. Hands off to Mulligan. Slips a pass to Wilborn. Jenkins into Roberts. Roberts pivots. He's got some open air in front of him. Puts it in high gear and beats the defenders down court. Brunell tries to slide a pass up to Mulligan. mishandled for a moment, able to gather it back up. Now, looking for some help. Got Jenkins and Plax. Mulligan gets a pick from Brunel. That pass tipped by Plax in the hands of Adamson. Brunelli's there. Wilborn backing his way through the tee. Slips the pass to the slashing Brunelli. Into Roberts again. Roberts gets ahead of steam. Brunelli in pursuit. Heads to the corner. Pushes his way across. .33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gaylord with a timeout. Move the ball up near half. Wilborn with close toss into Brunelli down the sideline. Trying to get in the middle of the pack, and Wilborn sneaks behind the defenders, working some clock. Plax and Roberts pushing across with 19.2 showing. Carolina calls a timeout. Hmm. 19 seconds to go here in the first. Carolina trying to get one more on the board. Close back within two. Dave Jenkins will be the trigger man on the inbound. Tosses it into Plax. Crash, spring into action. Crash the key. Plax working his way to the far corner. Lobs one deep for Roberts. Tipped by Wilborn out of bounds with 5.2 on the clock. Jenkins will try one from the deep corner. Got it, Plax posted up in there, trying to get her push his way across. Gets a push from behind. At that point, they get the point. Team effort to do the tush push and get that one across just before the clock expired. So at the end of one, Gaylord Warriors 12, Carolina Crash 10. Take a short break and be right back. All right, here we go. Second quarter. Jenkins, Plax, Roberts, and Allen on the floor. Carolina with the first possession. And get back within one here. Mulligan, Brunelli, Edmondson, and Wilborn for Warriors. Plax working his way to the key. Slips pass down low for Roberts. Posted up on Mulligan. Carolina back within one. Deep pass into Mulligan. Mulligan pivots. Gets it to Brunelli. Jenkins chasing him to the far corner. Gets him stopped. Edmondson comes up from behind with a pick. Mulligan. Roberts working on him. Brunelli crosses with 6 on the shot clock. Jenkins gathers it up. Hank Allen sets a nice screen on free up Jenkins. Pass comes down to Roberts. Intercepted by Brunelli. See now. All right, here we go. Second half. Plax, Roberts, Jenkins, Godsey. John Godsey, number 25, in the game for the first time for Carolina. Chris Plax will still be in the penalty box. The Gaylord ball. Crash will be moving left to right this time. Warriors have first possession of the second half. Trying to extend their 4-point lead. Willigan gives it off to Wilborn. Lobs a pass down to Brunelli. Plax tries to get back on board and calls for the inbound. Admonson blocked his way into the court. Plax will get a free pass to the end line. Quickly into Jenkins. Jenkins looking long. Roberts all alone down court. Takes it in. Inbounds pass to Brunelli. Brunelli gets a shot from Roberts. Knocks him sideways. Ball's free up the far side. Scooped up by Jenkins. Jenkins throws one up sport for Roberts. Takes a huge hit from Brunelli. That was a nice pass over to Plax. Carolina back within 3. Edmondson takes the inbound, gives it up to Wilborn. Wilborn. Roberts got there, got tipped by Plax, headed for the sideline. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plax. Good defense by Carolina. Hanging tight. Brunelli deep. Wilborn slashes to the key. Jenkins, quick pass into Roberts off his chair. Brunelli, started by Roberts and Jenkins. Wilborn sneaks underneath. Pitch and catch. Plax and Jenkins. Jenkins down center court. Dodges Brunelli. Corner sealed by Godsey. Roberts pushes Brunelli to the end line. Ball's loose up front. Wilborn catches up with it. Roberts trying to get in front. Gets him turned. Gets pushing him long. Roberts pushes him out of bounds. Nice play by number 22. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Roberts. Trying to get around the corner. He's got open floor in front of him. Godsey up in front. Roberts headed to the corner. Beats Brunelli to the end line. Pass almost tipped away by Jenkins. Mulligan ends up with it. Pass into Flax. Coming down near side, swerves back to the far side with the pick from Jenkins. Flax bounces it over to Jenkins. Dodges the defender. Gotsey sets the screen. Wilborn lobs one high. Brunelli reaches back to grab it, tipped away by Plax. Wilborn gathers it in, works his way to the end line. Plax, easy pass over to Roberts. Roberts between two defenders is going to get the edge. He's got the corner. Races by Brunelli. Carolina still down 3, halfway through the third. Nelly gets ahead of steam. Cut off by Jenkins. Takes a hit from Roberts. Gotsey working on Mulligan, keeping him boxed out. Brunelli. Oh, man, just barely gets that pass through the arms of Roberts to Mulligan. Quick pass into Roberts. Roberts turns, pushes through defenders, working his way. Nearly tips, gives it off to Plax. Plax intercepts it, takes it in. Carolina within 2. High pass into Mulligan. Long pass for Brunelli. Brunelli. Quickly into Roberts. Roberts tries to get a pass over to Jenkins. Off his chair. Out of bounds. Take the ball, last touch. Adamson's chair. Wax. Inbound. Far sideline. Cuts to the center. 3-on-1 break for Carolina. Mulligan. Picked off by Roberts. Wax advance across the line. Pass picked off the hands of Jenkins. Ball's loose on the floor. Wilborn and Roberts picks it up. Roberts picks it up. Called for an over and back. I guess he had possession in the front court before he got over to the back court. James Whitty back in the game. Wilborn inbound half court on the far side. Mulligan, Gotsey's playing some tough defense on him. There was a pass down to Wilborn. Wax working behind a Gotsey screen. Throws it deep to Whitty. Whitty picks it up. Has Jenkins low. Off the hands of Jenkins. Tied up. Jump ball. Jenkins reached in. Got his hand on the ball. Possession arrows pointing to Carolina. Gets it off the Whitty down low. Trying to back away from the pressure defense of Mulligan. Heads to the corner. Whitty finally breaks free. Not quite sure what the call was down there. Must have been an infraction on the Warriors. Carolina will get the score, pull back within 2. Here's Flax in need of a tire adjustment. Brunelli down the corner at the sideline. Lobs one overhead, a little too out long. Whitty's going to be there to intercept that one. Whitty gets a couple of screens. Pass the Flax right above half court. Carolina pull back within 1. Jenkins is deep. Carolina back within 1. Brunelli up top. Jenkins cuts him off. And Edmondson sets a pick, sets him free. Flax steals it out of the hands of Edmondson or Brunelli. Flax pushing his way to the end line. Lobs one deep for Whitty. Carolina ties it up at 31. 1:31 to go in the third. Timeout called by the Warriors. Carolina battling their way back in this one. Back on the court. Here we go. Score's tied. Players battling for position right out of the gate, which is legal to do before the ball is even inbounded. Wilborn gives it up to Edmondson. Flax working on Wilborn. Wilborn fires one up court for Brunelli. Jenkins flips it into Whitty. Whitty dashes across half court. Survives the contact. Races across the line. Osborne into Mulligan. Mulligan breaks free from the defenders. Flax gets him turned momentarily. Got an open air in front of him. Crosses with 45.6 showing on the third quarter clock. Into Plax. Ball's on loose on the floor. Jenkins scoops it, flips it for Whitty. Whitty working on off a screen by Godsey. Through the defenders. Whitty did some heavy lifting to get that one across. Timeout. Warriors. 25 seconds showing on the clock. Tie score 33-33. Ball advanced to half court. Need a defensive stand by Carolina. Wilborn will be the trigger. Over to Brunelli. Around the corner. On the line. Whitty pushes him out. With 20.3 showing on the clock. Carolina with a timeout. Carolina with a chance to take the lead. All right, here we go. Finish up here in the third quarter, 20 seconds left. Jenkins be inbounding. Carolina with a shot to take the lead. Quickly into Whitty, off his hands, picked up by Plax. Plax looking long for Jenkins. Jenkins pushes across with 8 seconds to go. Carolina up one. Gaylord with another timeout. Moving up court. They'll have 8 seconds. Gotsey and Jenkins trying to hold Mulligan in place. Whitty steals the ball, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Brunelli. Good play by James Whitty. Plax. The inbound. Carolina got 6 seconds to try to get another one to take a 2-point lead. All right, let's go, Crash. Let's get another one across. Got 6 seconds. False start there on Dave Jenkins. Got to wait for the whistle. All right, he's going to throw it out in front of Plax. Get ahead of steam up Around the corner. Flax looking low for Whitty. Point was no good. Mulligan hug the ball and let the clock expire. Carolina fighting their way back. Take the lead here in the third quarter. At the end of three, we have Carolina Crash 34, Gaylord Warriors 33. 2-minute break and be right back. All right, Mulligan, Edmondson, Brunelli, and Wilborn. Whitty, Gotzi, Flax, and Jenkins for Carolina. Gaylord with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Wilborn inbounding right across half court. Tosses it in. Mulligan tapped away by Gotzi. Able to gather it back up. Brunelli being shadowed by Jenkins. Almost loses the handle again. Looking low for Mulligan. Mulligan pushes across to tie it up. Pass into Whitty. Brunelli not able to contain him. Whitty across the line. Long pass for Mulligan. Breaks behind the defense. Takes it in. Wax skirts behind Mulligan. Looking long up court to Whitty. Whitty uncontested to the end line. Wilborn goes to the sideline for Mulligan. Corner pass over to Brunelli. Brunelli, a bit of trouble. Whitty working to try to wipe that ball away. Crosses. That had to be close to a 12-second count. Bullet pass in the plaques over to Jenkins. Jenkins slides to the corner. Wilborn in the mulligan. Over the top to Wilborn. Fires a lob pass down court for Brunelli. Jenkins pass over to Whitty. Takes a hit from Brunelli. Tries to get down the sideline. Beats Wilborn. Survives some contact. Plax steals off Mulligan. Number 4, Mark Wilborn appears to have a flat tire. Over in turn 2. Crew jacks it up. Slides another one on. He's back in action. Brunelli tries to get a pass up to Wilborn. Low pass, and he scoops it up off his finger toes. Whitty fires a pass off the back of one of the defenders. Gotsi tries to pick it up. Ball got just out of the reach of Wilborn. It'll be Gaylord ball in the corner. In the mulligan, Gaylord with a chance to take the lead here in the 4th. Warriors working some clock. 20 on the shot clock. And for the key. Draws a foul on Whitty. Whitty goes to the penalty box. Warriors player up. With a fresh 40 on the shot clock. Brunelli takes the inbound. Mulligan down deep. Pushes across. Whitty back on. Gaylord up 1. Quick pass into Whitty. Following Gotsi down the far side. Slashes to the middle. Brunelli looking for Wilborn. Ball's loose. Oh, wow. He caught up with it. Couldn't keep his chair in bounds. Roberts back into the game for Whitty. Carolina with the ball. Chance to take the lead. Pass goes long down court for Roberts. Bounces once, picks it up, takes it in. Carolina back up one, 40-39. Gotsey working on Mulligan again. Gets a huge hit from behind by Admonson. Mulligan works his way across half court. Down low for Wilborn. Pass over to Roberts. Out of his reach. Gaylord, chance to take the lead. Mulligan probing the defense. Brunelli almost slid in behind Jenkins right at the cone. Lob pass over to Edmondson, crosses the line. 3:29. Gaylord goes back up one. In the Plax. Plax pivots around, cuts behind Gotsey. Plax, it's a screen from Roberts. It's inside the cone. Reed Mulligan will be inbounding. Gives it over to Brunelli. Brunelli angling towards the side, takes a shot from Roberts. Lobs overhead to Wilborn. Wilborn across the line. Flip pass into Roberts. Works behind Plax. Pass is tipped across half court. Jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to Carolina. Jenkins inbounding. Quick pass off the chair of Whitty. Ball's loose on the floor. Mulligan's going to come away with it. Up ahead to Brunelli. Carolina calls timeout. .227 to go in the game. Gaylord Warriors up 43-41. Carolina ball. Quickly in the Plax. Hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins fighting his way through traffic. Able to break free. Slides across the line. Wilborn, long pass. Flax there to pick it up. Back the other way. Flax battling through armed traffic. Tries to get a pass over to Jenkins out of bounds. Off the cone. Wilborn to be inbounding here in the corner. Moves it into Mulligan. Wilborn. Pivots on Whitty. 8 seconds, no dribble. Good defense, number 15. Carolina will get the ball back with 1:35 to go. Chance to tie it. Flax circles around the top of the key. Looking for an angle and able to fit between Brunelli and Mulligan. Score's tied, 1:25 to go. Brunelli finds an opening between the defenders. Flax races Mulligan. Gets half court, 1 minute to go. Flax up on one wheel. It's a bounce. Looking for the corner. Lob pass down to Whitty. Penalty try for Carolina. Ties up the score with 45 seconds on the clock. Brunelli push from behind. Going to draw a foul on Whitty. Wilborn inbound with the Gaylord with a player up here. The last 40 seconds, unless they score beforehand. Flax meets him across half court. Pass is going low for Wilborn. Brunelli under 20 on the game clock. Gotze pushes him across with 9:8 on the clock. Gaylord up 1, 7 seconds to go. Jenkins, 4. Lobs one deep for Whitty, over his head, out of bounds. And Gaylord squeaks out a 1-point victory, 45-44. Barn burner of a game. Carolina falls by 1 point. So that'll do it for the first game of the afternoon. We'll be back in action this afternoon versus the Oscar Mike Militia. As always, we appreciate you watching this edition of Carolina Crash Wheelchair Rugby on the Tactical Tater Broadcasting Network. We'll see you next time.